5 confessions from a night shift nurse, based on real whispers from the hospital floor. They call it the graveyard shift. 12 hours of silence, dim lights, and long hallways. Most people are sleeping, but I see things I'll never forget. And tonight, I'm breaking the silence. These are my 5 real confessions as a night shift nurse. Once you hear them, you may never walk into a hospital at night the same way again. Confession 1. I had a patient die before it happened. Room 409. She was stable. Vitals were fine. But at 2:37 a.m., I had the heart monitor flatline. I rushed in, nothing. The screen was normal. She was still breathing. But exactly 13 minutes later, the real monitor flatlined. For real. I never reported the first sound. No one would believe me, but I heard it, as clear as the second one. Confession 2. Some patients know they're going to die. A man came in with minor chest pain. He looked at me and said, "This room smells like my father's hospital room. He died 2 days before his birthday. That's tomorrow." I smiled politely, told him he'd be home in no time. At 4:10 a.m., I found him cold. His birthday was the next day, exactly like his father. I still don't know how he knew, but something in him did. Confession 3. We lie about the noise. Families always ask, why does the hospital creak so much at night? We blame the vents, old pipes, heating systems, but we know better. There's a hallway on the 3rd floor. The lights never stay on. Footsteps echo, even when it's empty. Doors swing. Machines beep in sealed rooms. I've stopped explaining. I just avoid that wing, and keep walking. Confession 4. I once gave pain meds to the wrong patient. I was exhausted. 2 patients, same last name, different rooms. I injected the morphine, only to find the right patient still waiting across the hall. Panic, shame. I watched the wrong patient sleep peacefully, unaware of what had just happened. The supervisor never found out, but I never forgave myself. We're human, but in this job, one mistake can mean everything. Confession 5. Some rooms don't like to be empty. Room 217. It was always occupied, and something always happened. Patients cried in their sleep. One said a woman kept standing at the foot of his bed. Another screamed and begged to be moved. "She's staring at me," he cried. That room was eventually shut down. They told us it was for repairs, but I know the real reason. No one wanted to admit it. But 217 didn't want to be empty. People think hospitals are full of answers, but sometimes, they're full of questions we don't dare ask. I've seen life. I've watched death. And I've heard things that logic can't explain. These are just 5 of my stories, but every night shift nurse has their own. The next time you visit a hospital after dark, look closely, listen carefully. Not everything is what it seems. If these confessions gave you chills, like, subscribe, and share this story. And comment below, have you ever had a strange experience in a hospital? Let's whisper the stories no one else will tell. Warning sign disclaimer, this video is for storytelling and entertainment purposes only. All characters, situations, and confessions are fictionalized or generalized. No real-life patients, hospitals, or staff are identified or exposed.